forget to like, comment, and share this video. Hit that subscribe button below.
Because the goal is to be able to be as fluid as you can.
Yep.
And not to feel like you're using a script. But in all honesty, most people that are on the other end of the phone, the expired listings or the for sale by owners or even your sphere of influence, they're all saying the same thing every time.
Yep.
The hard part for us is that you have to get the discipline of knowing that prospecting is like the key part of building new business and doing it regularly. And as you do it regularly, you get to where you go take off. I think I'm taking.
No, I was going to say what happens is what I'm experiencing, and I'm very new at this. I mean, I'm just now starting to like it. And that's the thing I think I really wish someone had told me is that there are phases of the call. That at first you're going to be terrified. Like you're going to be absolutely terrified. And who knows how long it's going to take you to get out of that phase. Take as long, I mean, don't stay there forever. You're going to know that you need to go to the next phase, but just own it. Like just know that, okay, I'm in the terrified phase and I don't want to do it, but I'm doing it anyway. And then I'm in this phase where like, okay, I'm reading it like a script and I sound very robotic, but I have to go through this phase. And then I go through the next phase where like, okay, I don't mind making these phone calls. I'm not perfect at it, but I'm okay. And then we get to where it's like, okay, no big deal. I pick up the phone call. And I would say I'm probably in that second or third stage. I'm not quite out of and then some days I feel terrified, but I know that there's phases.
Right. And I think you're doing great. I mean, we kind of listen to each other when we're doing these calls sometimes, and it's great to hear everybody not only doing it but progressing. And I have done this for decades, and I still stumble and still feel uncomfortable, and I haven't done it for decades, honestly. And I'm getting back into it, and I'm stumbling all over. But I know a few different things that I try and keep in mind, and these are again Breakfast Club kind of little throwouts. One is the if I could, would you? Right?
Yep.
And I like the way you're thinking.
Yeah.
And what I heard you just say was you really wanted to get this. So you affirm what they say. And then, by the way, if I could do that, would you? And all we're trying to do is get an appointment on these calls, right?
That's it.
That's it. I mean, we're not trying to sell anything. It's get an appointment.
And I think the thing that I have not been doing this for very long, and this was literally yesterday. I had this epiphany. I called a lady and her name was spelt very simple. It was a very simple spelling. It was not complex. And I did not pronounce her name right. And she hung up on me. Normally, I probably would have been done for the day. Like someone would have hung up on me and yelled at me. I probably would be like, okay, that's about all I can take for today, and I'm taking the rest of the day off. But I've gotten to the point now that I thought, I don't even want to work with you. Like if that's your demeanor and you're that unhappy and you're that, unsatisfied, like I don't want to work with you anyway. So it's okay that you're being mean to me because you've just allowed me to eliminate you, that you're not somebody I want to work with. And it took me a long time to get to that recognition of, okay, be mean to me and hang up on me, because then you're just making my life a lot easier and I don't want to work with you anyway.
And part of that, I think we've talked about, is that being on these calls together.
Yes.
Right? Just helps where we might have gotten really kind of discouraged, beat ourselves up, felt like we got abused, just don't have the energy to keep going. But you hear somebody else going through it and stumbling and fumbling and then going, okay, I'm not going to let that stop me. They pick up the phone, they make another call, and then you get a little more enthusiastic about doing it ourselves, right?
And the other thing for me too is that if I have a bad phone call and someone is like, you're the 10th agent that's called me, stop calling me. Like, why do you I'm not selling my house. And, you hang up the phone and you're just like, oh God, I really didn't do such a great job on that one. And then you can tune in to what someone else is saying and be like, all right, I got this. And you're like, go back and you do it again. So even hearing people being successful is like, it gives you that encouragement to pick up the phone and dial another phone call.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, which is so cool. So, and there's one other thing that I always I have written on my board over here, which says Ford, Ford, right? And the idea is if you run out of ways to talk to people,
Yes.
Ford,
Family,
occupation,
occupation, is it recreation?
recreation,
And I forget the D. It's
dreams.
dreams. Yeah.
Dreams.
Yeah.
So if you can't come up with something, go back to something about them that's family,
Yep.
occupation, recreation, or dreams.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, and I've been reading a book. I'll share it with everybody on our call, so this will give everybody a chance to tune back in. It's called Persuading for Good. Persuading for Good, and their challenge was take I out of your conversation and always bring it back to them. If you're never saying I, you're always focused on them, then you're going to get their questions. You're going to ask them questions about them. So I thought that was a good little challenge, but I wanted to show you my two little cards. I don't know, can you read them?
yeah, got it. I am going to make calls because I have success because I want to see the end result.
That's from you.
Thank you. It's great.
And then this is the other one.
Next. I love it.
Those are the two that literally sit like in my face every day.
That's great. That's what I call the famous 4-letter word.
Yeah, exactly. Next.
So
Yep.
Good. That's great.
Give me a call. Tim Lennon, 404-368-2607.